Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Veteran Difficulty video walkthrough. This is mission 14, it's called Captured, and this is one of the most unique missions on the game. We have an injured arm and thus we cannot use it to reload or aim down sights, so instead we have this kind of wavy, not that accurate hip-firing simulator with Gideon as support, and instead of reloading we have to pick up guns, so you really need to make your shots count, and you really need to make sure that when you run out you have someone else's to take, because if you don't, you're going to be in a spot of bother. The good news is you do get access to the impulse or the instinct or whatever the hell it's called, the slow motion meter, so if you need a clutch moment to run out and get a gun or kill somebody who's left, use that. It'll give you the time you need. It's a super powerful tool. It's a tool I've kind of abstained from using, because that way you don't need it to do a lot of the strategies in the guide, and if you have it you can use it if you're struggling. On the flip side of that, I really like using it. I think it's a really interesting thing. I am all for slow motion in shooters, as long as it's balanced and it's interesting. And I think this game, at times it feels a little bit unbalanced, but at other times it feels perfect. So I think they've done an overall a decent job with it. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it works as well as it could for a dev that doesn't really do anything but what they always do. But take it slow, use cover. Gideon is going to be your meat shield at this point. Use him to lure out shots to find out where people are. Punish, stay in cover. Call of Duty, Oscar Mike. I'm going to talk a little bit about some other things, and the first one is going to be a little bit more Street Fighter, so if you're not interested in Street Fighter, my apologies, but what can I do? So, I've mentioned how I'm learning basics, I'm learning, how to punish, effective punishers, when to do certain things, when not to do certain things. The good news is, I know there's going to be insane people online who are going to stomp me. But the better news than that is, I also know there's going to be people just like me. Especially, hopefully, if the ranking system works the way that I hope it does, which is it's going to put me up against other people of similar rank, which is going to be, D+, with no battle points. I'm aware that you can still get people very high, especially when there's not that many people playing, but I'm hoping there's going to be a few others like myself who got it free thanks to Games with Gold, and they're venturing online. And even if they're not new, even if they're quite experienced, I am confident, or quietly confident, that I will come up against some people that I will be able to beat. And even if I don't, every loss is going to be a victory in a way, because you're going to learn what I did wrong, what didn't work, what I'm doing too much, and then you can move more into the mind games and the psychology of playing it, and hopefully keep on getting better. And the only thing I'm scared of is the lag, because my connection can barely run Call of Duty, and all I do is rage on that game because I shoot people 9 times, they don't even have a muzzle flash and I'm dead, and on their video I never fired. And that's the reason why you don't see me doing any multiplayer content for these games anymore, because it's just not worth the frustration for me. And when I get better internet, that'll probably be something that goes away and I'll enjoy those games again. But with fighting games, lag is game breaking, because it can literally be half as slow as it should be, and your inputs are going to drop, and it affects a lot of things. So hopefully I'm going to get some subscribers or something like that who know Street Fighter 4 and want to do some playing, want to teach me some stuff, and we can do some sets, and hopefully with chat, so they can tell me what they want me to try to do and what they think I should be doing, or if they spot anything I'm doing, they can help me out on that. And hopefully we'll get a good connection. Of course, if we don't, then we can't fight anymore. But I'm hoping to get some people who have solid connections to me, so that we can, we can have some fun. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I want to have some fun with a fighting game, because I used to love them, and I fell out of love with them. And I'm looking to get back in, because for some reason there's something about Street Fighter 4 that really appeals to me. And I think it's Seth. I think that's what it is. There's something really fun about the way Seth plays. And I love the step kicks, I love his mix-ups, I love his wall bounces, I love how he plays, and it's helping a lot. And I appreciate he's not the best character. I appreciate that, you know, Seth is kind of the dude that you make one mistake and you're dead. But I don't mind that because he's so fucking cool to me, and I'm having a lot of fun with him. So you might see some Street Fighter 4 content on the channel at some point. You'll definitely see some like trial mode and stuff, and maybe I'll get clips from those, you know, those sets I do against the computer, just to show you some of the interesting things that happened or some of the crazy stuff the computer does. Like when I fought Akuma and he literally did a demon from nothing. Like, anybody knows how you do that move. It's a series of inputs that can be masked in a dash, can be masked in a jump, can be masked in block stun, can be masked in a few various ways. But if you're just standing there, there is no way to mask it, and the computer can. Because you have to, I think it's punch punch, forward, light kick punch. I think it's something like that. It's 4 hits very fast, and you do Akuma's Super or Ultra. Same with Evil Ryu, he has one, and I think Oni has one too. And it's unblockable, so you have to jump it. And the computer with that is insane. Like, absolutely insane. You jump on a computer that has an Ultra, you're going to get Ultra'd. But you know it's coming. The demon, they pull it out of nowhere. And it's so funny. I'm going to hopefully get some really cool clips with it. Who knows? Fingers crossed. But that's enough Street Fighter. It's enough fighting games for the moment. I just hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and in my channel update I'm going to address this. There's a lot of people been congratulating me and thanking me and everything, and I'm really grateful for the kind words, and I'm even more grateful for the support. This section here is quite tricky, and it's tricky because you don't have all that much ammo. What I'm going to show you is a way to speed this up, and it's very dangerous, but it's entirely doable. You're going to need a little bit of luck and some big balls, and it starts from here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kill him, and then we're going to sprint, and we're going to enter slow motion mode. As when we've got full life anyway. Enter slow motion mode, and get the hell over here. Boost, jump, shoot, whatever you can do, keep moving, get to this door, and pray that it opens. It should, and there'll be a dude. Sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 1, it all depends on how fast you are. When you're in this room, everything will kind of stop happening, and Gideon will just join you, and it's done. And you've completely skipped that entire fight. Very effective, very quick, very dangerous any other way. And then from this point onwards, we're going to be in the big machine. Actually, that's wrong. We're going to have to run out of this to get to a helicopter. And the more aggressive you are here, the easier it is. If you stop and shoot them, chances are they'll kill you. It's one of those weird moments where boosting and jumping seems to be the best way to do it, as I'm idle here, probably watching a stream. What was I watching while I was recording this part? I was watching... was it Canada Cup? It was either Canada Cup or something along those lines. No, I don't think Canada Cup were playing. I think it was... what's his name? Justin Wong. Justin Wong's stream. Justin Wong streams, obviously, fighting games, and he's insanely good. And it says on his stream title that he does ranked matches and then he plays with subs, but whenever I watch him, it's always fighting against subs. I never see him doing ranked. And it'd be interesting to see, because he never loses to his subs. Justin Wong is a monster, an absolute monster, and he picks almost random characters. He never uses his main, and he still cleans people up. And it's not saying that his subs are bad, it's just he's that damn good. He's very sharp. But I said I wasn't going to talk Street Fighter, so I'm not. When you're in this mech, folks, it gives you delusions of grandeur. You need to be aware that you die very quick if you're not careful, and this is probably the first place you're going to die. When you push up here, 4 ASTs are going to come out of the ground, and you need to back up and you need to kill them and hit them quick. If they hit you with a full barrage of missiles, you're dead, and they can kill you super fast. So the first thing I do is I hit him with a rocket, and then I charge the missiles, and then I back up with the gun, and I isolate them one by one, and I use range to my advantage here, because they try to cross ground instead of killing you from a distance. If you start taking hits, the machine's not the fastest, so you need to get out of there as best you can. If you can get them crouched, you can often finish them off quickly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Patience is key here, and also cover is effective too. Once you get it down to just 1, you should be okay. But as I was saying, there's only a minute left on this. I hit 20,000 subscribers, which is awesome. It's taken me, what, 3.5 years to hit that number. And there's a part of me that's saddened by that, because I think it's a very low and realistic number that I should have hit a very long time ago. But I also appreciate that when you don't have subscribers, gaining them is hard. And YouTube is a momentum game. And it's also a game you can play incredibly dirty. I have done my best to adhere not to do a lot of the things that people judge and a lot of the people look down upon. And it's not because I don't want to succeed, guys. It's because I have this mental block inside of me, this pride I have that won't let me do things that would help me succeed. And I don't know where it comes from, and I don't know why I have it, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I am my own worst enemy.